right, 6th grade, you made it. Happy Friday. It's Friday, Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. So, I'm so excited to see you on Monday. Can't wait to see the work you've done. When we collect these packets, I'll see them on Monday. But our last topic is rates and ratios that we are reviewing. So our central question is, how do I use tables to solve ratios and rates? Learning target is I can solve ratio and rate word problems. All right. So make sure you got a pencil, you've got your packet, you've got a calculator, and you're ready to rock and roll. Pause the video if you need to go get some materials. Okay. First key idea, how do we write ratios? Okay, so in parentheses I put stars to hearts. So that's what we're going to show these 3 different formats. So first thing, you can use 2 dots, and we call that a colon. Using this image over here, I want to write stars to hearts. So how many stars do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 to how many hearts? 3. We could also write it as a fraction. So you put the first number, stars, on top, 2, 3 hearts. Or we could just write 6, 2, 3. Now it's going to look more like that when you write it. This just didn't print very well. So these are the 3 different ways that you can write ratios. Alright? Well, let's try one. What is the ratio of hearts to total images or shapes? Well, hearts, I've got 3 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or you could say 3 to 9 or 3 to 9. All of those are correct. Alright, next one. Unit rate. Unit rate is when we have something per one of something else. So some examples. Make sure you write these down. You could have $5 per 1 hour. You could have, let's say, 4 shirts per bag. Okay, that's per one of something. You could have $2 per pound. Okay, those are all unit rates, all per one of something. Okay? To find a unit rate, you can just divide the total by how many units you have. So for example, if I said, okay, it's $45 for 5 hours of work. The unit rate would be 45 divided by 5, which is $9 per hour of work. Okay? You can choose what you want to write here. I would definitely write down this example and pick one of the others from above. Okay? Alright, then we've got rate tables and proportions. You guys did an awesome job making rate tables. You guys are super good at it. So I'm just going to do one example, and then you've got some on the back. But Mr. Nichols, Mr. Pickles, Mr. Smelly, whatever the guy next door's name is, Mr. Nichols made 6 3-pointers in the time it took Mr. Grew to make 2. How many will Mr. Nichols make if Mr. Grew makes 8? So right now you have to have a table. Now, if you guys make your own table, right, it'll look something like that on your paper. But I just made you some boxes to make it a little easier, okay? So we've got Mr. Nichols' free throws, and we've got Mr. Grew's free throws, okay? They're 3-pointers, free throws, it's fine, okay? So how many did Mr. Nichols start with? Yeah, he made 6. And at that time, when he made 6, Mr. Grew made 3. Now we're saying, well, what if Mr. Grew makes 8? So we're in Mr. Grew's column, he gets 8 here. We don't know how much Mr. Nichols made. Okay? Now you can try to find a connection. How do you go from 6 to 3? Okay, how do you go from 3 to 8? Or you can think about it like a proportion. Okay? So I'm going to see, well, there's a relationship right here, 6 to 3. How do I get from 6 to 3? 6 divided by 2 makes 3. So something divided by 2 makes 8. Well, I know 16 divided by 2 is 8. Now, maybe your numbers don't work out too well. So instead, you're going to make a proportion. You guys rock at proportions, okay? Filling in my proportion, same thing, right? I've got 6 for Mr. Nichols. Mr. Grew's numbers are over here. He got 3. Then Mr. Grew got 8. We don't know this value. So now I'm just going to cross multiply and divide. So in my calculator, I've got 6 times 8 divided by 3. Grab my calculator. 6 times 8 divided by 3. 16. I get the same thing. So I'd say 16 shots. Okay? Alright, flip it on over. Try those practice problems on the back. Make sure you get it signed by the sub. This is your last day with these problems of this packet. So you will be turning it in at the end of the hour, whatever you've got. Okay, you'll get points for each day that you completed. If there's some days you're missing, maybe go back with some extra time and finish those up. Okay, there's an answer key in the binder, so make sure you ask the teacher if you need some help. The guest teacher. Otherwise, I can't wait to see you Monday. You've done a great job this week. Bye.